Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Honor to the elders and apostles, the great wisdom, and honor to the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 members to the wholehearted sincerity of the 4 wins. The James Germany camp, out here to spread prophet, how about Yahweh Shai? Out here preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, uncovering and breaking down the lies that Esau has set up, warning the nation of Israel that the Lord, who the world ignorant calls Yahweh Shai, is going to make a return. I mean, who the world ignorant calls Jesus, which his truly name is Yahweh Shai. You know, I was looking at the Edomite face death. Face, man. Face death, man. Because Satan tries to keep up the word, but that's the false faith. Yeah. They don't know to say, like listen, in the name of Satan. They're like, what? Yeah. And thinking like this, you be laughing at these little things. Yeah. You know, but through the spirit, probably how about Yahweh Shai, we recognize and we are out here preaching and prophesying, having the spirit of testimony, you know, the spirit of prophecy to warn the children of Israel and to give these nations, these heathen nations, their judgment, to let them know that great death and suffering and mass pain and destruction is about to be upon us. You know, and the more and more we end this kingdom, man, that I can't wait for that day to come. You know, when I think about it, every day I'm wishing that day just comes quicker and quicker, man, to get us out of here, man, to get us salvation, to get us some peace, some rest of mind. You know, it's for our heart to be at peace, man. You know, and the more and more we see that this world is turned upside down, the more and more we wish for that day to come. You know, that day that's spoken about in Joel 2, man. We can go to Micah also. We can go to Revelation also, too. 12, 2, verse 1. It says, blow the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in this holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the earth of the land tremble, and let all the inhabitants of the earth tremble, man, shake, be fearful. And they're not. Even though the Lord said, blow ye the trumpet in the house of Zion, right? In his holy mountain. He set up prophets to do that. He set up prophets, he set up men in these last days to blow that trumpet, to sing that new song, to warn the children of Israel, which is his holy mountain. Okay? Luke, the one who says, it says, in verse 69, blessed the Lord power of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of the servant David. That horn of salvation that Yahweh Shai. Okay? And preaching this word is blowing that trumpet, which is ultimately, like it says in John, what is that, 1 and 15? That that Yahweh Shai is his word. Psalms 44. John 1 1. John 1 and 1. Yeah, let's get there. So to show you that this word is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is him. This is his spirit. This is who he is. He was made perfect without sin. His word is made perfect without blemish. All of the things that have been written in this word come to pass. Everything that Yahweh Shai has spoken is coming to pass. Right? John 1:1. In the beginning was the word. The word was with God, and the word was God. See, the word was with God, and the word, the beginning, the word was with the Most High. That's Yahweh Shai. With the Father, yes. See, go ahead. Where's the one where it said the word was made flesh? It said 14. Yeah. And the word was made flesh. The word among us. And dwelt among us. And go ahead. And we beheld his glory. The glory as one, as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. See, so we beheld his glory, the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. All right? So The word was made flesh, and this word is Yahweh Shai. Go ahead back to go ahead. Speaking about one.
Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I've made thee watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give the warning from it.
See? So the Lord has told his men to give warning. Because why? He's made us watch. And what do watchmen do? They stand upon their posts and they watch for danger, for destruction, for the enemy. Okay? And we've been doing that. We've been doing that. The Lord has set us up to watch. He's given us signs and prophecies to come to pass for us to measure the time diligently and to know what time we're in and know what time is about the things that are about to come upon the earth. You notice how UFOs are everywhere now? You notice how everywhere, UFOs are everywhere, man. Everywhere. And you're seeing them very beautiful, man. You're seeing them in detail, man. Yeah.
But now it's just good because you can hide them.
Yeah. Just like I watched a lesson from Elias Wamba, where he said that Esau is exposing himself. He's pretty much coming out and saying that, Jay, the dark so-called black people are stronger than melanin, so-called white people. Come out and saying it. It's science, you know. And that word pseudos means a lot. That's what Esau has been pushing on this word. This whole world, pseudoscience.
He says science falls the world.
Yeah.
So science wisdom. But this wisdom of the Lord is no wisdom, because it says the scriptures, 1 Corinthians 3, wisdom of the world is foolishness of the Lord.
And Esau, all he knows is lies. Everything that Esau has said out the prophets of goddamn lie, man. Telling you that we evolved from monkeys. You know, pretty much all his lies have controlled the mindset of this world, man. He pushes it in his education, he pushes it on the TV, he pushes it in the TV programs, aliens, on National Geographic, telling you that we've evolved from monkeys and shit. Okay? The biggest threat to Esau is the truth. He fears, the one thing that Esau fears the most is the truth. And the truth is coming up. It can't be stopped. It's like a freight train, man. This truth is like a freight train. It's they say like a runaway train. And that's what this truth is. A runaway train cannot be stopped. It has no brakes. And that's this truth. This truth is a runaway train. It cannot be stopped. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Shai prophesied it to be so. But this word is going to be preached to all the world, to the four corners of the earth. And then the end shall come. That America, Babylon, spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be utterly obliterated with missiles and destruction now, with war. And that these heathens, only a remnant of them are going to be left on this earth. And then out of that remnant, they're going to go into slavery. Okay? To God.
Luke 21, verse 36. So let's start with 34. And take heed to yourself, lest at any time your house will overcharged with sorbetting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unaware. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Verse 36 upon what ye therefore and pray always, because like the Bible saying, we are watchmen. We have to watch the news daily. We have to go into the news, you have to check them out. And then what will happen, the spirit comes upon you, you do it. You want the flood. No month to understand all again about the MOD,
Because we living in that time, man. This is being pushed.
It's one of the last major prophecies that to prepare for the kingdom comes from. Because when we really think about it, the double what has to happen before the Alpha Jesus to come, we have to be persecuted, and the outside return to come, And when the World War III comes, the outside return is near, And when the Alpha Jesus comes, the outside is near.
Outside is very close.
And then the thing is, then what happens? The kingdom comes. But when the morning comes, we're in the kingdom. Because the morning comes is basically the basic Savior. Finish it off. that he may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
That word working means what? How you say that in Hebrew? The what? Work. You said to speak, see, work, work. Judge worthy. That word means, how do you say that word in Hebrew?
Judge?
So, work.
I would say wisdom. With Amawana. This is what I say. But I'm going through the word. Some what I'm looking for to fuck. Because judge to be worthy is to be judged worthy. He worked on five sides. Be proved by him. Be acceptable. Another two steps. We're going back to Luke, the one that said, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which he had written his word began. Showing also we was the prophet that we day one. You know, although said when it was good. Let me correct myself. By the time it was good, the prophets were out there. I haven't thought always the men that he was speaking to. They spoke the word, you know. To prophesy is just to foretell. So like foretell is something like the art of the teacher going to come up to foretell. It's a prophecy. It's come to pass and it's true. All this was their part. So you have to understand, say it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the word, but that's what. Yeah, so I'm saying, never say the word. So I'm like, yeah. I say, I always go to the one word, and which verse acceptable. That means to be true word. Yeah. You know, to be approved, what's what I was going to be approved, or to prove somebody, is to even work. Yeah. That's what we have to do in the Islamic part. You know, we have to check ourselves, be the best version of ourselves, fight the faith. No matter what. Because Satan tries to every system. It comes with the family, it comes with the job, it comes with the flesh, it comes with everything else, you know? It comes with everything else. You have to fight against it to stand in this letter time.
It's funny, like I always say, like when I do a lesson, before I do the lesson, bro, I can sit there and read scriptures, put the lesson together, right? And the moment I start that camera and I start to go into it, I start yawning shit like, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell, man? The flesh is something, man. You know?
Same thing also was yesterday night, brothers was like this. You know what always says happened to two brothers and the y'all brothers are always like this fix up this internet.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck is this fucking what is it called? Router right to the fucking freaking head, man. It's still not working. We got another one that's not working. Then you suppose it's not working. Then we start to listen out of nowhere. Everything's smooth, right? We start the lesson. And nothing y'all. You want to start the lesson out of nowhere? No sound. Yo, what the fuck, man?
He started doing this though. Yeah. Elder Makamo, when you watch his videos, man, let me turn his camera off, man.
Me too, man. I do screen recording. No sound, man. I was like, that's time to happen. Okay, let me double check. First, I made a video. And just quick talking, check, good. Made longer, make the video. Then check, no sound. I said, what the fuck, man? Yo, it's a bullshit.
Like, yeah, I can go to the man. Satan's gonna attack you in every way.
Yeah, man, he tried to hit it. Yeah, Sirach 2. Book of Sirach 2, verse 1. I got such weapons. Sirach 2 and 1, my son, if they'll come to serve Yahweh, prepare yourself for temptation.
You're gonna be tempted. You know, like I did a lesson that meekness is a characteristic that we should strive to attain. You know, and the more you see the wickedness in this earth, the more you see the wickedness that's in abundance around you, and it seems like no matter what, man, it just keep on prospering. The wickedness just keep on going up. The more and more we speak about it, the more and more they shine. The more and more that they are lifted up. And that shit, it makes you have to humble yourself, man. Because you lose patience in this world, man. You lose patience in this world. You lose patience with these heathens, man. No, but we gotta be in this shit. We gotta be a part of this kingdom. So we gotta be users of this world without abuse. We gotta be subject unto these heathens, man, knowing that everything that is upon this earth is ours truly. The water, the wood, the gold, the gems, everything that's in this earth is actually supposed to be the Israelites. Even the people, yeah, they were our inheritance. Man. You know? But then you gotta watch these goddamn devils be above you, give you wicked ass laws, push you to do wicked ass things, you know, and everything that's glycerin, everything that's pig, everything that's fine, everything is defiled. It takes a spirit that it takes a trial of mastery of the spirit to be in his kingdom. The more you, that's why the scriptures say, surely a fresh, I mean, wisdom maketh a man mad. Okay? The more you know, the more you, well, not surely, no, it's yeah, no, but not that. Not a person. It's another one that wisdom, knowledge, growth.
For as much wisdom, as much grief.
Yeah.
And he that increases knowledge increases sorrow.
So he that increases knowledge increases sadness. The more you understand what's going on, the more sad you get. And angry. Because you realize that you can't get out of it.
This is what I wanted to say. Should the person make wise man?
Yeah.
Because this is the truth, man. Because you, as a man, try to grow into the righteous man of your Hashem Shah. First grow to man, then to grow to man of the Lord, then to accept the man of the Lord. So you try to preach the Lord in every which way, then you go into the shop, you think, you ask the guy, it's a disinfection to take it to go into the shop. Is it, for example, what is it? No, it's a water, because then you know there's some liquid in it, because it's alcohol. It's liquid. Yeah, it's liquid. But then you go in there, it's a liquid, yeah. You put it, you look, it's gel. Then you get off already, because you got big up on it. So you see that we can't keep the law 100%, man. We try to do best of ability, but in every which way, this world try to make you go off, because this world is framed for wickedness. So what you expect? You know, if the world would be righteous, like going to be in the kingdom, hey, well, it's going to be so easy to do the law. But right now, because we're going to be made perfect also, so we won't sin anymore. But right now, everything's established in wickedness. So what you expect, man? But it doesn't mean that we now willfully sin. No, it just means that we okay. So they keep saying we can't keep. If we fuck up, we repent and keep on moving, man. Because it's what you have to have. You shouldn't be imposed mystery. Oh my God, man, we don't forget. Then you're sobbing and crying shit for 4 hours. This time you could ask for forgiveness, pray for mercy, do videos, study, do the work, and show yourself approved in the Heavenly Father's eyes, and all this is going to be forgiven, man. But just try to stop, man. Fuck it. Yes, man. We have to guard up our lives like men right now this time. Because like the brother said, man, they have to Lord us near. You see, the chariots is coming more and more, brothers waking up, brothers coming more close together. And now, but you see also, out of nowhere, they come going down with the restrictions. You know, in the shops, you don't have to use the card anymore. Soon they talk about you don't have to wear the mask anymore.
Hey, you know, I've seen on social, it's Luca app. They say, they put this thing like with a QR code. Yeah. Scan the QR code for the Luca app, and then you can go to the pharmacy, take your vaccination card, and make it digital.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's digital passport, yeah.
So now they saying, oh, you've been vaccinated, you've been jabbed up. Now let's make it digital. Make this digital. So you don't have to carry it around no more. You can have it right here on your phone.
But wait a second. Now we have it's very dangerous, man. So even the vaccination people in Israel have to be quarantined.
And then they say, come on, who they coming for now? The children.
Yeah.
Make sure your children, the young ones, get vaccinated. It's very important. It's a very important thing. See, they're coming for the children now.
But that's not this thing though. Now you see, that's why we always said the cat and mouse game they're playing with you because they say like, see, everything's going up, the economy's going good again. Just take the jab, everything's good, right? Now they're coming up with nowhere again with this shit. Like this that said, yeah, man, you know, the Delta variant very, very dangerous. Even people that vaccinated, shit, have to go into quarantine. They're like that. And I'm like, so wait, I just got the thing to be protected, right? Showing you that give you multiple things, multiple injections, multiple jabs, and it's gonna keep on going forever and ever, man.
And if you go onto their websites for these vaccinations, they tell you they haven't been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. They haven't been approved, man. They tell you that it's an experimental drug. It's an experiment.
Because you're the guinea pig.
So who's the guinea pig? That's what exactly. Who they experimenting on? Who they experimenting on?
Because the people doesn't understand.
Hey, I got some stuff, man. I got to snitch the group, man. I forgot. Because I want to remind me later on. I should send that stuff that I got. I got some. Hey, about NASA, about the vaccinations and shit. Go ahead, select.
But this is showing you also these people not they're stupid. Because I'm always thinking like when I get the ibuprofen, right? I was asking myself always, I open that shit, they give me all these things, negative side effects. And I'm thinking like, where did that from, man? How is it that they know what happens to take it? Who the hell they study, man? They take poor people, give them a little money, and make them to guinea pigs, man. First they start with animals, then they go to humans. That's it. So now they jump the what is it called? They jump to human trials, and you the human trial, man. And you think willingly, and then you pay for that shit, man. You're funny, man. And then they even tell you, man, even if you have it, you're not free, man. You're not safe, you're not free. You have to wear the mask and shit. Yeah, man. So it's the same as before, man.
It's funny because you know what they say? They say that if you see now the lockdown, right? It's hot. So they're like, hey, we gonna have problems. If we lock them down during the heat and make them have to stay in their house, we're gonna have a problem. Then. We're gonna have a problem. So what we do? We ease up in summertime, and then in the winter we bring it back to harder.
Yeah, I knew that already.
They bring it back restrictions harder than the first time because this new Delta variant is killing cats left and right.
Also, Delta, so the Omega. But the funny thing also is out of nowhere they're easing restrictions for other countries. You know, you can just travel again without the test and things like that. Out of nowhere, man. Just from today, like 2 weeks ago, it wasn't like that. Now it's like that.
Oh yeah, because the numbers are so low.
Yeah, so now they're showing you step by step, man. They're easing things up, but like we always say, man, this will come down with clear breath. So that quick precept. Job 12 verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Because Esau deceived you to take that jab, and he's going to deceive you to take that mark of the beast, man. You know? Yeah, no, said it. But anyway, read it again. Read it again. Ecclesiastes 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. With who? Job 12:16. So with who?
Most High strength and wisdom. Yeah. Go ahead.
The deceived and the deceiver are his.
See? So the deceived and the deceiver are under the hand and the will of the Most High. Okay? They are his. So he's controlling this. And he's got people out here deceived for sure. Why? Because the terror that he's about to enact on these people is going to be tremendous, man. Unbelievable, man. When those chariots crack open those skies. Hey, have you watched any of that Black Summer?
Yeah, but first episode was at White Cell.
Why?
Yeah,
hey, it's death, man.
Yeah, but White Cell's the same as before. Just this fucking zombie killer biting you, eating you.
Not even that. That doesn't even have to. If you die, you turn into one.
Yeah, what's the first thing also?
Okay, so if you die, let's say you fall and you break your neck, or you crash a car, you turn into one. Okay, so that variant is in them already. All right, but the thing that I want to point out is that the ones who are living are killing each other. They are killing each other.
Like a Walking Dead.
Then they gotta really kill you again because if they shoot you, you go down like then they gotta come and shoot you in the head because you're gonna turn into a zombie. Who, me? Nah, I'm saying that variant. It's very plausible that this can happen. Not on that level where they're running and shit. But they already put these type of zombies. They already telling you. They already telling you in the CDC. If you go to the CDC website and look up zombie preparedness, zombie readiness, the CDC is telling you how to get prepared for zombie apocalypse or a zombie outbreak. Why the hell is that happening? Why is that, man?
That's the one that keep people also in fear.
Exactly. They want you to stay in fear, but also
They range for fear.
They
range for fear.
They range that fear. Oh yeah. Same thing we're gonna do. Yo, I was saying something for you feeling, right? Yeah, yo, that's way how you have to do, man. Who's that? Luke in 27? It's in the 27? Him that the will of me come before me and stay before me. 1927?
Luke 19.
And it's funny how you see those UFOs, man, just coming out of the sea, like going into the sea like it's nothing, man. They go into water, coming out of water, going fast, this way, up and down, turning around. Hey, Esau's in for a world of hurt, man. Your ass is about to get handled, man. Right, huh?
Luke 19 was 27. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither, and slay them before me.
Does that mean that you're gonna do it in niceness? No, you're gonna be in fear. You don't want me to reign over you? When you reign over somebody, that means you're above them. You are on them. You got them in captivity. You got them in subjection under you. And the only way to do that and enact that, especially on Esau, is what? Through what? Through death, through fear, through war, through action, man. Because Esau ain't gonna let those Jake just be on top of him. You understand? Esau ain't gonna let no Jake be on top of him. He's gonna have to see something that make him say, you know what, I can't fight this. I gotta. What did you say about Adam? I'm Aries. What do you say? I can't beat Aries. If I train 1,000 years, I couldn't beat Aries. I mean, Aries said I could beat Adam. You know, and that's what's gonna take for Esau to understand.
The verse speaking about the enemy is called record. Because
Record.
record.
Yeah, we were talking about it before camp.
Because the verse is like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Everybody know. Like, they're like, hey, Aries,
Who the hell?
Adam, what you talking about, man?
Yeah, select it. Good.
Talking about again about the deceit, basically trickery of Esau, because you have to understand that Esau tries to trick you, taking things that you put on the market, you know. Like also the of course pseudoscience, but also think about the scenarios and all these other things. Ultimately, gonna lead all the way down to the architecture. It's a market for beast. You know, so let me read it again. Yeah, because now I said it once. So now I said it once, so I can just blast the whole thing. But
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, because it's MOTD, and I'm like, it's to me, man. I want to say it no, but I want to say Marcus the Beast, man.
And that's what it is.
Now me,
and that's what is exactly what it is. You got Esau even bringing it out. What they even joking about it on the news channels. What in the mark of the beast is this? You know. But anyways, go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2, verse 8 says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. Let's talk about Esau. First, continue with the smoke I'm doing right now, because spiritually, you know, we do know this truth, and this is consuming Esau. Can somebody give me Isaiah 47 and verse 3? Yeah.
Isaiah 47:3.
Because Heavenly Father making them, he can hide his weakness, you know, he can hide his sin anymore. Everybody knows about the Israelites nowadays, or most people, and about Esau too. They can't hide the fact anymore that they're the Edomites, so they're wicked.
Come down and sit. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Talking about America, so sit in the dust, dirty filthy.
Come.
So come down and sit, because she was on the highest team. Everybody worship her. I don't understand why they worship her. you know, they fear America because of the military might. And when you think about the military, it's just fucking big, man. I was thinking about it. Listen, New York, you know, there was this, I watched last night joke. I just watched the movie, right?
Watch it.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like,
That was dope, man.
like,
Because I was thinking, like, how did that? It's like college shows and stuff like that, you know?
yeah,
You can,
he truly show you what he's
Yeah.
really about, man.
yeah. Yeah, man, but the thing, one scene when he was driving his train was so big, you know, I was like, shit, man, this shit is fucking crazy, man. This shit is so big. And I'm thinking to myself, this is just a fucking city in it's just a fucking city in America.
Yeah.
So it's so big, and that's why the judge of America is going to be so superior, man.
And
You know, and it's so well known. This is why the Heavenly Father also says sit down because the pride is so high. Everybody sees America, everything's
Be
so
humble.
big. Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah, but what you want to say?
Be humble. Sit down. But anyways, man, slipped my mind. Barbero.
Yeah, it's just something like that. America's so big, so this church will be so big.
Oh, it can be said that it can be said that New York is America cannot survive without New York. America is the financial capital of the United States. I mean, New York is the financial capital of the United States. New York is the financial capital of New York, of America. Okay, so without that place where that hub where all businesses go and trade on the market, the Wall Street and the financial district, just like we got down this street right here.
Yeah, not even here. Where the tower is, man. That shit is insane, man. You see the fucking skyscrapers, you see big ass companies. When you go into the Mexico, where the pyramids are from, there you go inside. It looks like fucking America. Look like American business. I looked at this, just a video. I said, this looks like American business, man. And that fat ass company.
And that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's how you know they are here too. They're there and they're here because they like their habitation on high. They like to look down on the peons. They say it when they up there working. These little peons out here don't know what we do up here. We manage your lives. We can change your life with the work that we do up here.
Show themselves to the actual up.
So Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Oh, daughter, no. Because why? Because she was riding the beast, which is the Canadian EU. So she was basically what it also says. Let me get the Revelation chapter 17, I think. I'm right there already. Revelation chapter 17, verse 18. And it says, and the woman which I saw us, it's that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So she was reigning over them, man. That's why she was sitting in a great throne. Because America said, fuck Russia, Russia was fucked. America said, fuck China, everybody said, fuck China.
Look how they handled Iraq.
Yeah.
Look how they handled Iran. They put sanctions. Look how they handled Vietnam and Korea. They put sanctions on you.
And America was the boom right now with Iran. They said, the hell of them. This one, the Iranian president right now says, I don't have to talk to them.
They put sanctions on you, and those sanctions they forbid any country from doing business with you.
Yeah, all gonna be fucked up because the dust trade with the sanction country gonna be fucked up. So they reign with fear, right?
Yeah,
they reign with pressure.
They reign with that grip of tyranny, man.
Yeah, because they the power right now. America is the ruling power, and they are controlled by these Americans.
It's funny because what America say they can do whatever they want to do, man. They can come into your country in the night, kill whoever they want to kill, and say, "Hey, yeah, we had to take out terrorists."
Because they're gonna protect you. They got this facade up there. They're savior of the world. Yeah, because they got the facade up there. They are the savior of the world, and also, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
They can do whatever they want, man. They can go to and fro all over the earth. Come in your country, murder whoever they want to kill, and then leave your country like it's nothing. You know that movie Taken? It's a movie with Liam Neeson. Taken. His daughter go on trip. He's an ex.
Oh yeah.
That's when
she got taken.
In France. Yeah. How my man just go over to France, start killing everybody?
It's like
He started killing everybody, man. That's what Esau do. He go to your country, kill you. He ain't gonna do shit.
Man.
But the thing
I
is,
told you to help me. That's what he gonna say. Give me what I want.
Just like John Wick.
John Wick is on another level. Though.
Yeah.
John Wick, he be
They
getting
killed,
fucked up.
they killed his dog and he gone on rampage. Fucking everybody up.
but the thing is,
And his wife, didn't they? His wife too. But anyway, go ahead.
but with America, yeah, but with America, you have to understand that that, like I said, the prediction of the whole world, and they are seeing the serious. And they worship everybody. If you say American, especially back in the days, now this dialed down, but when you say back, is you American? Oh, should you American, man? Oh, should you American, man? It's dope, man. You know what I mean? It's great.
I always want to go there,
Yeah,
yo.
man.
Where you want to go? New York, Florida, California. This is the main places they want to go. Miami, New York,
Orlando.
Because these are the places.
LA,
Atlanta.
These are the
Atlanta.
places-
Yeah.
These are the places that show the movies,
Washington.
you know. And also these now the football game concerts shit and all that.
Washington is built into a big ass pentagram, man.
Yeah.
This city is so wicked, man.
You know, the capital of America. What you expecting, bro?
That place is so spiritually wicked, man.
Why do you think also Berlin, Germany is so fucking filthy, man? When you think about Berlin, man, I was there, man. This shit is, of course, I was in a nice areas. I know there are fucking beautiful areas over there, in the rich areas. But when you really look at the city, man, it's fucking dirty, man. So, same thing over here. The city's filthy, man. You can nearly not even walk straight or looking on the floor because you have to expect that something is there.
But when that lockdown was happening, you saw the real filth of so-called Frankfurt, man. When those stores were closing, how these people just they utterly ate that fucking poison, man. That GMO McDonald's and Burger King. They ate it on another level. Like you couldn't believe how much they ate that shit, man. Because nothing else is open. They want to be outside. And you know how much money they made, man. Come. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Because you have to understand, everybody want to make business from America. That's why it says also in Revelation 18, America said the howling for America. Why? Because everybody wants to make business with America. You know, like then it gives you a list of souls of men, even slaves, man. It shows you, man, who America is and who Babylon is. More than Babylon, which is America.
Take the millstones and grind mill.
Yeah.
Uncover thy locks.
Yeah, cover their locks.
Make bare the leg.
Yeah, see, like this is spirit, man. Make bare the leg, man. And we got a blonde ass bitch walking down here, man. This is spirit, man. Bare the leg and shit, man.
Come.
See?
Uncover the thigh.
See, uncover the thighs.
Pass over the rivers.
Pass over the river, so let everybody, because rivers, waters represent nation, let everybody see your nakedness, man. Uncover the thigh and let everybody see your filth you are, man.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Your naked shall be uncovered, yeah.
Yeah. Thy shame shall be seen.
See, the shame shall be seen. So the naked shall be uncovered, the shame shall be seen. That's the point. So Easter going to be revealed. By what? By the mouth of the servants, prophets, man. You know?
That man of sin be revealed.
Yeah.
That man of perdition.
Exactly. Like it says,
That's to be
hey,
destroyed.
you're about to get Hebrews 12:16. Good Christian.
You know?
Yeah, let me keep it going back to 6 Thessalonians. Get to 2.
You saw it set for straight destruction, man. Nothing is coming his way but destruction.
Because the world is thinking about love. That's another thing. So hey, recently I watched animes, right? I watch these animes every time it is this story. There's a guy that want to unite all the world. There's a guy that fights to unite all world, bring peace on the planet Earth. Who is that, man? Who's it? Yahushua, man. Yahushua gonna bring peace on the planet Earth, man. He's gonna bring it. But first, what they have to do, have to go to war, right? The same dude, Yahushua gonna come to war, but then you want to make it seem like, yeah, everybody gonna be equal. No, fuck that shit, man. There has to be always somebody on top, man. But everybody can be equal.
And some at the shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What do you mean?
The country that Simba built should be the example for every other country.
Yeah.
It's like on top.
See?
Every should go after their follows.
That's the spirit, because I didn't even know that. I forgot that. So there's anime that watches Simba, right? Or the Simba. And you know, he goes to the temple, go conquest, you know, then get us basically Jim. Guess who the first Jim name is?
Baal.
Yo, why you saying it, man?
Baal. He didn't knew it. He said who?
But he should guess, man. I want him
But
to
he
guess.
and
I wanted him to have I wanted to hear the first guess what is in his mind, man.
but actually
Yeah,
gets
no,
spiritual
that's deep,
powers,
right?
but through wickedness.
Yeah, you know what he said? Baal, by basically calling I'm from Baal, when he calls upon Baal, he gets spiritual powers.
Yeah.
Of course, it's twisted a wicked way, but hey, he's basically spiritual and want to bring peace upon this planet Earth, man. And then the brother was telling me also about.
But that's pretty much what Esau uses as a cover.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because who does he worship? Baal.
He worships Satan, yeah. That's what I said too. He worships Satan.
And he said we're bringing peace on the earth, one world government.
Yeah, but
one world all together.
yeah,
You understand it? And they're hiding that wickedness within that.
I think it's because Baal said also, who's the king? Who's the next king to come? And that instantly my mind was like Matthew chapter 4, when it speaks about Satan said to Yahushua, if you worship me, I give you all these kingdoms, man. That's paraphrasing, you know. But the thing is, when you really think about it, it's because when you go to the manga, it even says King Solomon.
Yeah, but it's like this. There's like King David.
Listen.
There's like basically King David, and he got the son King Solomon. And then later it's so wicked that the King Solomon has to build a new world. That's the world Simba live in. And in this world they're like searching for the reincarnation of David. And in another show, because Simba is a spin-off series to another show. In this other show, there has the son of Solomon is a boy that born in there. He's like overly powerful.
Yeah, so it's showing you the scriptures. I'm saying, so they want to, of course, put the wicked shit in there. But you know, because the guy even said, you know why? In one of the cities, there were basically like temple knights, right? And they said, hey, he said it has said like kind of like this. This guy Simba was fighting against him. He said like, yeah, man, there's a guy that's prophesied in our doctrine. They're gonna bring peace upon the planet Earth. We're gonna teach all nations.
That's like that's what they say, the reincarnation of David. But but actually they mean the reincarnation of King Solomon.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is that he said that he brought in the scriptures. He brought them also a book that they should follow, which is Yahushua. And then he's gonna come back basically to rule the world and to bring peace upon it. Showing you this guy was this guy. Because show the picture of the long hand shit, you knew it was him.
No, it wasn't him. Simba isn't it?
Bro, it was. I'm telling you, in the reincarnation, if you look at this guy, it would be him, man.
Yeah, but Simba isn't it because they say he's too perfect. He's like too perfect. He's fallen into like kind of darkness, wickedness.
Anyways, so the point is represents Yahushua. So I want to put them with spin off, but the point is they represent Yahushua. That's what I'm saying. So he's still trying to fool the people, but we have to have spiritual eyesight to see. And the point is just what I want to make is nowadays I don't know also about peace, love, unity, but you have to understand he's gonna come after war. First one to come before peace comes. And the thing is, there has to be a set standard. It's gonna be the nation of Israel, man. This is when East has to be taken over rulership. The wicked has to be brought down, the rights can be established, man.
And you know, it's funny because they say we all equal.
Yeah.
But then they'll say to the suicide that the Edomites, the so-called Caucasians, is just smarter intellectual. But we're all equal. But that's why you went into slavery, because you were made into a brute beast. You know, you don't have that cognitive understanding, you know, to be able to take over countries and conquer. You know, you're not fit to lead. You're not fit to rule. You know, but Esau's whole MO is to keep us away from our beauty. That's why you see the music the way that it is. Music at one point used to be a hip hop, especially used to be a form of self-expression. And what did Esau do? He took it. Well, if Esau is so pure and perfect, like he liked to claim himself to be, then why is he at the forefront of everything wickedness? Everything wicked? Why is he at the forefront of all manners of destruction? Against who? Satan. Against the Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Native Americans, you see Esau sitting there at the hand of who controls the music industry? Who controls the education? Who controls the food? Esau. Esau controls all this stuff. Selected.
So going back, 6 Thessalonians 2 verse 8. And when dead, and then so that wicked be revealed, and the Lord shall consume the spirit of his mouth. Like we said, he considers it is true.
and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. Yeah. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So when he's going to come back, he's going to destroy this wicked one. You know, can you read Hebrews 12 and 16?
It's Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
That's the point. And, you know, can you look at the report here? I think it says do something similar. Because of that example. Find out what. Because Esau is the wicked one, man. So sold his birthright for morsel of meat, man. Just for some uncooked meat to go justice, you know. But everybody's going to strong right what's coming, you know. Because Esau thinks he's going to rule forever. That's just wrong for them. You know,
He believes that his kingdom is going to go on forever.
he's going to give it pass on to children, children, children's children, and so on, so on. Everybody's going to strip you out of foolishness. As we want to strip out of foolishness, going to strip you out of foolishness.
And if you look at every kingdom that has been before, the Greeks, the Persians, the Babylonians, the Romans, all of those kingdoms have failed. All of those kingdoms have been brought down. Then another kingdom comes afterwards. Well, this next kingdom that's about to come after this is going to be an everlasting kingdom. Israel is going to rule that kingdom in righteousness according to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Okay, it's a James the 7th verse 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, man." So we're gonna rule forever, man. Forever, ever, and ever.
And when you look at the word fornicator, it says pornos.
Yeah,
Pornos. A man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire. A male prostitute. A man who indulges in unlawful sexual intercourse and fornicator.
That's the wicked. The resource of perverse sex turns out to what? Same verse. That you went to the word fornicate, right?
Yeah.
Go to it.
I'm like, it's not that. Profane.
It's not traditional.
Bablos.
Yeah, but
Unhallowed.
but go back.
Ungodly men.
Yeah, but no wisdom. The same person and verse 17. Hey, let me check because there's some position. Having position of itself.
Just that a position.
Yeah, this position is for the position. Oh, no, I think there's no two. It's like, going straight to this, going to a particular check. Because there was one word, I forgot exactly which one it was. That should be tradition. Was I even from? Yeah. Just, like the brother was saying, man, hey, Esau is just fueling the wicked, man. He's completely wicked, and everybody's gonna
Full of lies.
Yeah, full of deceit. He's just purely the wicked, man. You know, there has to be a righteous, there has to be a wicked one. Esau's the wicked one.
You don't know what righteousness is if there's no wickedness.
That's what, yeah.
Esau is the perfect embodiment, the perfect opposite of righteousness.
But it was good like that. But you see, I can go back. That's why Father, let's go to the ship right now. So let's go to these captivities to appreciate the kingdom. No. To be the perfect judge of the kingdom, to be happy, to be thankful for the king to come. Because if we would just inherit the king, we know Israel was.
They take it for granted.
They just went out of Egypt, right? They just saw the flood come, you know, not flood, but the spreading of water, living on the persecution, so forth. What they do? They want to go back to the slavery, man. Show you how wicked they are. The man went fly to the farm. The man went fly to the farm.
A whole lot.
G684. What it say? Destroying at the destruction of vested Persian rulers of non-destruction. I don't know.
What are you trying to find?
Yeah, this one part where it says, 12%, but then anyway, I know it's leadership to 12, but I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Okay.
But going back, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, even who yeah, but going back, 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. That's why you saw also the Esau's physical body of Satan, because he called that the Satan. Satan dwells in him, man. Like the spirit of truth dwells in us, the spirit of truth dwells in them. You know?
That's them. And they love it. Yeah. They love darkness, man. They love the lies. Because it sets them on high. It makes them think that they're superior, man. Even though they know deep down inside that they got everything through blood, rape, rob, murdering, and lies. They know it. They know that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been taken into slavery. You think one of them is going to stand up and say, hey, this is unacceptable. You shouldn't treat our brothers like that. Yeah, they deep down, let the majority come against them, and what they do? Shut their ass up. They crumble. They crumble because they know, hey, I don't want to be hated by my own people now just because I love niggas. You know? Go ahead, huh?
John 3, verse 19. This is the condemnation that light has come to the world, and men love the darkness rather than light because of evil. Because like the brother was saying, man, evil people are evil. Why? Because the darkness, God like darkness rather than light. Because the darkness you can see their deeds. But Heavenly Father sees everything. So Heavenly Father is going to judge and righteous.
That's why they say, who can see me? That's what the Lord said. They say it. Who can see me? The Lord is turned away from them. You know? Go ahead.
So going back, 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 10. And read verse 9 again. Even him who's coming after the working of Satan. All power and signs and lying wonders. That's the thing. All power, signs, and lying wonders. So he bringing the signs, you know. He bringing lying wonders, which is the healing. You know, like I said, this one guy in China, I think, was always meant like this. And they made it straight to the operation. It was lying wonders. This is how people believe in this pseudoscience, man. You know? This is how the people believe in their lies and this deceit of these people. You know? Because they see something happen, you know, oh my God, this is normal, man. It's asking for God, man. But then it's from Satan, which ultimately comes from God. You know? But you read it. Verse 10. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 10. And for this cause the Messiah shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. See? Verse 12, that they all might be damned for believe not the truth, but have pleasure in righteousness. But the point is that these people taking them off the feet to the signs and lying wonders, you know? Because when you see all these things, they make you like, see, shit, man. You know, we're gonna have you. We're gonna have you. All your medical history on it. You don't have to take the jab certificate with you. You know, you don't have to have the passport with you. Like you're talking that, it's just convenience, my man. It's just complete convenience. So just take it yourself. Everybody? Yeah, man. So it's basically, you know, take. Yeah, man. You know, so. But it's complete convenience, and this is how we're going to trick people to take them up. I got this. We took another precept. This is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, which talked about the Roman Catholic Church, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. He deceived them to take the mark of the beast, man. This is what's going to happen. People are going to be deceived. It's how it happened already in Sweden, man. They can deceive to take this shit, man. You know? And then the worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. So they're going to be struggles.
And it's gonna come a point where you're not gonna be able to be deceived. You're gonna be forced.
Yeah.
Esau's gonna put it so he's not trying to deceive you no more. He's gonna force you. He's not gonna try to trick you. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be deceived. Ultimately, that's what they're doing. They're getting, but Esau is telling you we need this for money and for healthcare. We can track it. We not track it. You don't want to track it. No. This is so you can get into restaurants and to venues and to gyms and to and your job just to be safe. You know, just to make sure that we are getting ahead of this virus. Then it's gonna come a point where you're gonna be like, hey, you can't do this and this and this without this.
Because say today right now through this pandemic. Yeah. Through this pandemic. I would say
The pandemic?
That's why I said
You can't say pandemic either? Damn.
because they're gonna try to do everything what you said. Try to say pandemic.
How do we say turn the pandemic into pandemic?
But that's the point, man. So we have to understand extra late, and now he's just gonna roll up the chip. Maybe at the beginning he said like, yeah, man, you know, you can't just take it, you know. But at some point he's gonna come like, are you gonna die? You know? So now, yeah, everybody's crazy, huh? These people can just walk, know where to go, go bump into things. So and you got the thing in his ear to know where you're going. It's crazy. And this is why Esau would be, see, this is why the people would believe like Esau shit. Because see, he got the head plugs, man, the ear plugs, so he can speak in it, and the guy can be like his way. And then he got his magical stick and he can feel it on the wall.
You don't need that no more when we got the 5G rocking. They can tell you come left, go right.
Just take the, he gonna, you know, hey, what they doing also? They had a operational thing, if I remember right, how to get, I said, oh, it's a miracle, man.
There's a chip in it.
See, I want to say, I want to say,
They gotta put a chip in your brain.
chip in your brain with the mark of, you know, because that's the mark of the beast. I didn't write that. I just see it, man. I just put it out because I said one time, right?
Fuck, let it go.
Just fuck it. So now they're gonna put it in your, either put it in your hand or your any body part, you know.
Any?
Yeah, you know why? Because people want to talk smack, right? You know, what is it when I take the chip in my ass? I mean, it makes no sense. Yeah. You know what? So you want to tell me every transaction, everything that you have to use, you're gonna take it now, you're taking pass out and scan the chip, man.
And your underpants too.
Yeah. So you're gonna show your ass cheek. You say your two, your little toes on your foot. So you're gonna take your shoes off. No, they're gonna take your hand because it's gonna be like this. Beep. Gonna come back. Beep. They're gonna be gone, man. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna do a flavor thing like, yeah, man, it's fancy shit. But it's just killing them. Because everybody's gonna destroy you, man. It's so destruction. You know?
And already marked it.
I guess some people said they're gonna force to take a trip.
Go ahead.
As Revelation 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be the faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. If somebody can get off Revelation 3 and 10.
You got faithful to death. You know, so it's gonna be brothers that's gonna be put to death for this truth. Martyrs for you, how about you outside? You know? But you gotta think about it, man. That's a great honor, honestly. Think about it.
It's true, man. That's
a great honor, man.
Why? Because you're going to be first to know, man. Like we were last week, a couple of weeks ago.
And what the Lord say? There is no greater honor than for a man to lay down his life for his friend. See? There is no greater thing to lay down your life than for a friend. Yeah, man. And Yahweh Shai laid down his life for us.
This is why we should almost have back us. We should be there to send it out. Die for our family. You know, people die always for the children, right? You got little girls right now. And if an elder see you maybe as a grandpa or uncle, even as a, you know, like a dad, because you raised him in the spirit, you know? Of course, they have to follow you out about Shimei on side, but still, they see you as a man that they can always go back to. So now, you're willing to die for them? You would die for your children that are flesh and blood, right? But they're the spiritual brothers. They're even above this fleshy family. Would you die for them, man? What you ask yourself?
And it's funny because I often said, like, I put my life on the line. I put my life on the line for Esau. Don't even make eye contact.
Yeah.
I put my life on the line for Esau. You know, I went to war for Esau, man.
Just leave it.
I wanted to. I knew that where I was going, I could die doing the things that I did, jumping out of airplanes and helicopters and landing on buildings and shit for Esau. I knew, so I put my life, and I believed that I was doing something right. And when I first came to the street, somebody was always yell at me and say, "You got used and abused like a bitch." They used you, and it's the truth. They did use us. They did use me, man. They used me like a fucking condom, man, and threw me to the side. Yeah, they did, man. They did. They used me because when you're in the army, you realize you're just a fucking number, man. They used you, man. They always say they gonna. I'm telling you, the army will fuck you without Vaseline. That's what they say. That's what they say, man. And it's the truth, man. Yes. No, not even no rubber, man. They said with a sandy, with a, and it's fucked up, but that's the truth, man. You get used and abused, and to realize that, to realize that I was used like that. Hey, man, come. I'm to work. I'm gonna tell people to work. Yeah, so go ahead and finish what you were saying.
So that's what I was reading. We're gonna be put in prison, and we're gonna be first in love. It's love, man. If you die for the Lord, we're gonna be first with Him. Because I got a prison right here. It's John 15, verse 13. Greater love has no man than this, that the man lay down his life for his friends. I go to the word friends, it goes to brothers, man. So we have to be ready for die our brothers. Maybe we don't have to, but we should have the mentality not to hesitate. And this, which was it?
Was there not the precept too? I don't know the precept, but I think it was Luke 10 or some. On the 10th day when he was in prison, he got like the
Revelation 2 and 10.
doors were open when he was in jail.
How you mean angel came?
Yeah, and
I just want to precept for that, but it's a good example because you mean for Revelation 2 and 10, right?
now just a thought about because when we're in Holland, when I explained my dream.
Yes, because it says in the book of Acts that the doors of Peter was open.
Yeah,
Peter was in the prison and the doors is open. Like the brother says, a good example. It says, you don't have to worry because if you have to die, you're gonna die. You're gonna be if you're gonna be delivered, you're gonna be delivered, man. Just leave the hands of the Lord, man, because we see in our daily life, man. It's just all about putting yourself into the hands of the Lord, man. That's it. You know, people want to hinder you to come to the camp. You pray about it. What happened? The Heavenly Father just opened those. So you don't even have to speak to this person anymore. You just like go. Just go, man. At this point, got some comments.
Shalom from like a couple of Akim and some precepts. Deuteronomy 28:33 to 34, Nehemiah 9:36, Isaiah 1 and 7. It's Isaiah 1 and 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burnt with fire. Your lands, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate. Desolate as overthrown by strangers.
Yeah, man, because this happened right now. Took people out of our land. They know our land, and they claim our land, and they just destroy the land. When you look at the land of Israel, it should be the beauty of the whole world, man. You know, and when you look at the land of Canaan, it should be flourishing, but under Eden, it's just going down because they don't found the lost commandments of the Al-Bashir Noshan.
Because it's a prophecy. Our land should be trodden down by the Gentiles. Yeah, like it's good. The time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we're in the times of the Gentiles right now. They're living it up. They're having a blast, man. They trampling our holy land down. You know, and if you ever watch Amalek dance, man, it's like they're stomping you. They're stomping out our land, man. They're stomping over people. Yeah, they killed them. Then they made it a holiday. They mark it as a holiday because so many people died on this day. So they couldn't know people and they're making a holiday.
This shows you something. This shows you these are that's some monks making holiday out of killing their own people.
Stampeding their house. And you see how they kill each other for? It was a rat, right?
No. Something was collapsing. Then it was running away from it. That was collapsing, that was running away, then it was running off each other. How I remember.
They don't give a damn about each other.
Yes.
You know, they don't care about their own people. They don't even care about that land, man.
Yeah, of course not, because Then these Americans always talk about peace, love, unity, right? Then they're singing death to Arabs and shit. They love them, like, fuck them Arabs, kill them. And I think to myself, fuck both y'all, man. Just fuck both y'all, because you both don't return to Islam.
Yeah.
If the true Canaanites would be in the land, over land, okay, but no, down there, fuck you, fuck you, fuck y'all. Because these people in the land right now are the Amalekites and the Ishmaelites, man. That's why I say Arabs. Because the Canaanites are no Arabs. The Arabs are Ishmaelites. They are of the seed of Shem. So they say, fuck the Arabs, because they know that they are Ishmaelites, man. Because, like I always said, the Philistines are freaking tall, dark, super dark than men. You know? Of course, you maybe have some true inhabitants or other than. Yeah.
The basketball player, but you both.
Yeah, man. But then imagine if the height they Buffalo. You know what I mean? But things, of course, maybe some true inhabitants are Canaanites on them, but the
Looks like
majority
a
of them.
It looks like straight up Hamites.
The new boat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
he
son
is.
too.
But the-
Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the names. Fucking the city.
Look like he was gonna wash himself with some piss from a cow. Stick his head under there and just start washing his hair and shit. Turn it blonde. They say turn it blonde, man. Yellow.
Yeah, you get that. You need it, man.
They could never do such a goddamn thing. I really not never see they go. Wash your hair with a cow piss in his head.
Wicked.
In this day?
2/3.
Right now?
Yeah, they would do it. You know why? Because Asia did the same thing as Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did the same thing as Eden. They did it better than Eden.
That's what I'm saying. Is in this day and age, you have a cow there and you got an Hamite doing that shit. Just go look at him like, what? What? What?
Like the Westerners.
That's what I'm talking about. In this day. You're like, what? Hey, I ain't African, bro. I ain't African. They'll take that to the week quick. Well, go ahead, select it.
Well, you're African. It's so funny too. They in
African American.
Babylon, they say I'm not African, but I'm African American, but I'm African,
I came from Africa.
but I'm not African.
But this is a man is a people because please don't put them in utter confusion. I can be put two continents, African American. You know?
How you from a country but you're not that nationality?
No,
I mean from a continent. You're coming from that continent, but that's not who you are. I'm not African, but I came from there. So what are you? I'm black. Black is a color. So what are you?
that's the mind. This is
What you mean, man?
They don't understand because this is set up to confuse the people.
Yeah.
And they made a term for the black freedom and talk about it going around. But the what is it called? The term black and things like that, the terminology is just recent. They made it to divide it. Something like that.
Or 8, yeah.
Because
16, 18, I think it was.
because it was just to value out and that
And power is
how they basically elevate them.
elevate them to a higher status
Yeah.
and put us on a low status.
Yeah, because what you think about white, man? When you think about white, you think about the salvation.
Only.
No, I think about something.
Pure.
I think about white. What is always white? When somebody's in danger, white comes to get the thing, right? The white light comes and they get salvation. White light. That's what I'm thinking about, man. You know, the white light comes and they're thinking about somebody. Please help me. You know, they're in the worst scenario. Then the hero comes, saves them. White light comes, salvation. And when the darkness comes, wickedness comes, evil comes, the worst enemy comes, the devils come. This is what they're showing. So they're calling us devils and they call themselves angels, saints. So fuck it. I can read about myself. Because we don't have to fear things to come. We just have to be bold in the Lord and He's going to take care of us. Bold in the Lord. Yeah, man. Bold in the Lord. Because bold goes to the trust. And we have to trust in the Lord.
You trust him.
Yeah, man. And we don't trust our own strength. We trust in the Spirit of y'all by us in our son.
Because he is our strength.
Yeah, man.
Without him, we don't have any strength.
I'm thinking about a lot, man. Oh, that to be dead because it's not too personal. That's like, you know, don't be fucking worthy people. Worthy person from 2 years, 3 years back, huh? 3, 4 years ago. Because we nearly 3 years this year.
I know.
Next month. I thought about that too. Next month. Yeah. So I was like, when you would meet me in this time now, you know, we're fucking up probably. And be hella emotional shit. It would be me. Yeah, it's like that, man. Hella emotional, man.
Why? You know why, though? Because Esau liked to put the woman over you.
Yeah, because I just got raised by my mother. And of course, then you have to.
And who's the most emotional being in the earth? Female.
Her is a Negro. Yeah.
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 You're right.
But the point,
Right. I'm telling you,
But-
you see true nigga wonder. Bruh,
But thanks to
I'm telling you.
Northern
I see it live and in color. True nigga wonder, bro.
Northern
I'm
tribes
talking
too.
about the nigga.
Northern tribe too.
Yeah,
Latinas. Latinas,
They
Latinas.
can't touch nigga wonder, bro. Latino, she can get loud and shit, but the true weavy wonder, the true weavy wonder, man. I'm telling you. Hey, weavy wonder, you know. And it's if the shoe fits you, you know, if the shoe fits, bro. We were wicked niggas too. We were wicked niggas in these streets,
But
doing wicked things, man.
but don't expect your females to be a fucking princess, holy, righteous woman like, you know, Shara, they call this husband her husband, Lord, things like that, man. Don't expect this shit, man. Just deal with them as you have to be done. That's it, man.
Let's not get it. That's what started. Go ahead, read that. Lafanya,
But
read
for
that.
real, man. But for real.
Let's not get us started.
Yeah, but the thing is, really, because some simple ass niggas like also the cover board, right? I know there's one video that all these people comment. Yo,
25K.
I think it's more. But the point is, it's so cool. But no, you know why it's fits person? Because why she, you know, she like that. So people like, yeah, man, that's what's going on right now. They want to be us, man. They're like that. Yo, Jake killed this.
When we put it up, nobody watched it.
Of course, yeah. Because
I remember putting it up and I was like, this is going to catch a lot of. It didn't.
you know what?
All this good time.
Now also the Israelites are spreading more and more. One of their seats is spreading. Oh shit!
Yeah.
But the point is,
Lying. She's still lying.
Yeah.
She's still talking shit.
yeah. And the thing is, you have to understand.
What was the symbol on the camera?
I actually do it. Yeah, similar combo. Well, not similar combo. That was just a, you know. And the guy was right over his white face, which I don't understand. So then she was like, yeah, you're correct. She corrected her. She corrected her. She's like, hey, should be talking to combo. He's right. Like, no, talking about it's the hospital on the combo board shit.
Why you writing under your wife?
And first of this second off, she made the right choice. She said, hey, thank you for correcting, but it's me talking. But the point is,
How would she know it?
yeah, exactly. You know, but the point is, nowadays,
Hey, a female corrected another female?
yeah.
Well, supposedly.
Yeah.
She thought she was correcting another. I mean, that's beautiful though, man.
She was just like, hey, don't be so much on the common board. It's an out speak.
Yeah.
It was good. I was like, hey.
And who pushed that spirit? Who put that spirit into that vibration into the earth? TMS. TMS has forced our women to be accountable for their actions, man. No other camp is doing that.
It's good because I don't want to put them on pedestals and shit.
Yeah, man.
That's why I say, like, you shouldn't be a son. When you go to IRC, what the hell stuff? Married each other. It's one time. Jacks, you know, married shit.
Professor Robles said that they were doing vegan lamb.
I was
They were doing vegan lamb on the Passover. They didn't even eat real lamb, bro. Hey, you crazy? You don't got no credit card, man. You don't even eat lamb. Hey,
this way, no good school.
in this video that Ziyap called me in the group, I watched it, and he was talking about how it's a new thing in the scriptures now in the Israelite community where they say we was plant-based. We're not supposed to be eating meat.
Why was that what you're doing?
Okay, but first off, at first when we first started, we were in the ancient times, during the time of Adam, we were plant-based. We were. But yes, we were. At first, he broke it down. He broke it down to Genesis. He broke it down to Isaiah. He used many precepts. Psalms. He used many precepts to break it down. Okay, but what I'm saying is, so then he said, you can be plant-based, but you're gonna have a problem when it comes to that Passover. You gotta eat the lamb. You gotta eat lamb. It's your IUIC Giving out vegan land on the Passover, man. They do what they want to do. They hold themselves accountable for what they want to do, their own standard. Go ahead, what you got?
I was thinking about because it's in Genesis, right? There's people also claim like, yeah, man, you know, Earth, things like that. But then in Genesis 9, Genesis 9 verse 3, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat to you, meat for you, even as green earth have I given you all things. So we have God's law. Why the Heavenly Father gave us the law?
Certain things that you eat, certain animals you eat, and certain ones you can't.
Exactly. What we should do? Makes no sense. So again, that's why it makes everything in time. You know, you see, because if you sacrifice an animal, somebody should eat it. It shouldn't be wasted away like that. Because what would happen? If somebody would sacrifice it, and he would take a tenth part of it, they would eat it, right? And that's what we do. That's the fun. So, this way you have to watch I was awesome.
They break it down.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Think about
Exactly.
Think about it.
Because, hey, that was the
The butter man, that man's special. He's special. He be going to Italian. He's speaking in Italian. He's Italian, man. He be speaking Italian on their asses, man. You know? And I know he's so hateful, man. I know he hates to see us prosper. He hates to see us in unity. He hates to see us standing up for something that is not what they are in control with. They can't control these scriptures no more. They can control the narrative no more. So shoot to them. And he eats his ass up. They keep Esau up at night.
Yeah, especially right now.
They keep him up at night, man. That he can't control us no more. I'm like, shit, look at these things, man. How can we get the grip back on them? You know what? Let's get these entertainers to do it, man. Let's get the celebrities to do what we say. These niggas follow these celebrities. And when the celebrities realize that I'm an Israelite too.
Yeah, but still you do the same bullshit. But this is the thing, though.
And everyone that speak out, they get killed, man.
And the thing is, we were just going. Because the thing about these celebrities, what they do, they play to Israelites, right? That's the wicked shit. So showing you like they're explaining what's the new church, it's a new hype to be an Israelite. You know, and all these Jews to deceive the people. They use American heroes to deceive them.
And they had to hire what's his name? Seaman Malone at
No man, he said, bro.
Amalek Malone.
He said, bro.
That's bad. I'm gonna play, man. You're like, they got them. We love you. We love you, bro. Yeah, you love it. I love it.
Walk up the team like, he said to go on the page, and you can't tap it, man. It's on the page.
Say, when I got nothing to talk about, I go to book out. He said he was bringing stuff out. He cut himself up.
I go down on top, I was like, damn, man. He really did it.
And then people like, somebody go right under the video of the campaign. Why you always talking about him? Why you always bringing him up?
Because he's the number one supposedly fight against the truth. Because he's you don't see anybody else. Only this David Lynn guy is coming up later. But welcome, David Lynn. This tale
Oh, the Christian minister, something like that?
Yes, something like this.
Yeah, he be out there on the street talking about Islam and shit.
Yeah, he's from Canada. Yeah, but the point is, he just knew up something. But welcome home, man. He on the side.
I'm just trying to jump in deep water.
So he was again, he was working It's how the National guy got arrested because he was marrying them. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to do it just work. Yeah, man. It's not
Probably got arrested. Yeah. Got arrested, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, but the other.
Hey,
Yeah.
that found quick.
I think it's
Huh, man, you get arrested, you gotta pay bond. Hey, if they put handcuffs on you to put you in that car, they most definitely gonna book your ass for this money. And you gotta pay a bond.
Yeah, man.
You gotta charge them.
because you said the celebrities doesn't do this like the things that I'm saying, or like saying that the Israelites and stuff. Like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, even they, it's because it's of the C19. Even they didn't want to take the jab. They said they don't know what it is and what it's gonna do for you.
Yeah. That's why also, what was it? The German, I think it was German national team doctor said these guys should take the thing, man, because we don't know what's gonna happen to them in the tournament. Show you, man. So they don't give it to the pro athletes, right? Yeah. I think she was a phone. What the fuck everything want, man? Last time he came up and said, what you doing there, man? Let me do it for you with them. He just walk off. Fuck them, man. Let them retard them, you know? But the thing is, for me, man, we make our bodies with sacrifice, man. If anybody see me, fuck it, man. Fuck it. Yeah? Fuck it. Really, fuck it. Yeah, cool, man. Why you not coming up talking to me, man? Why you not asking me here? Why you not asking me here? I saw you there, Frank, but what was you doing there? I'll be like, yeah, come next time, ask me again. It's fucked up. No, man. Like, I'm deciding with Frank. I don't like that shit. Man, I don't give a fuck with you guys. I don't care. It's not cool, man. People looking at you like crazy. Sometimes fuck them people. They want to go and see what kind of talk. That's a good too, man. They don't even know what you're talking about. That's a good too, man. Showing this fucking Satan on them. Yeah, they don't know. So go ahead, let's read the precept finally. Yeah. Because thou hast kept the word of my faith, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. See, the hour of temptation is the hour of situation hour for which you come from the first earth. You know, when you go to the man to make a match for everybody to take. You know? And if this comes, man, the only hope you have is Shalbas Mount Simon. You can't rely on Esau, because Esau, can you give me Jeremiah 17 first? Because Esau, what do you call it? I started with 4. Esau now the country. Esau is the guy that brings basically takes upon you. So where are you going? Esau doing this work right now, right? Where are you going? You go to another man, you obey Esau. You go to another person, you obey Esau. You only can go to Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. Because I can say myself, man. You know? Of course, it's good to say, thou in the house shall be saved, but actually the Heavenly Father will save us, man. So, yeah, you need to go free. Because you're going to get free, you're going to get saved, right? Like, we. I can't even save you. What's your answer? Huh? What's also? No. And I'm like, you're going to give an account of everything that you've done. Every man must give an account for everybody. Yeah, you have to basically right your own secret sin. Like, because you commit the crime, you're going to be judged. And everybody that was associated with it. Exactly. But, guilty by association. But everybody 7. Right? Jeremiah?
It's Jeremiah 7 and 5.
17 and 5.
Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
See, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. So if you trust in man, he starts 8 times you curse, man.
And make a flesh his arm.
And make a flesh donkey. He believes in his own strength, you know?
And woe's heart departeth from the Lord.
And his mind departs from the Lord, man. Because you have to really understand that this brother next to me, he can save himself, but he can't save me. You know? So you have to work with the whole let me take those.
When you say curses the man is something in his own flesh, that's Esau. And then it says, what was the last part?
The curse man is up to the man. The Esau. The curse, and they make it flesh calm.
It's the last part of the end.
And he's hard to part from the Most High.
He's hard to part from the Most High. And that's Jake. That's the 2/3, man. Because Esau is not, his mind is not on the Most High. The people whose mind is on the Most High are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or who were supposed to be. And they departed from the book.
But here is about talking about nothing. What we're talking about. We just go to our heritage. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed,
Not as in my presence only, but no much more my absence. Work out your own salvation, fear and trembling. So we have to work out your own salvation. Why? Because we have to work out our own salvation. Why? Because we are going to get judged for our own deeds, man. It's good or bad. Like it says Ecclesiastes 12 and 14, and 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, man. You're going to have to all appear before your house shine, justice and so on and so forth. So we have to understand that we're going to be judged for our own deeds. So you can't rely on somebody else. Of course, your brothers stick it together and relying on each other. But you can't expect this man to save you. You can't expect somebody to save you. You can't expect Allah to save you. He even says it himself, man. You have to work on your own salvation. That's why I'm so hard on you to push this video, man. That's why you're so hard on us. That's why you're out of nowhere. This you every day do this. And you fall short, man. But we should strive to perfection, man. We should strive.
That's what the Lord said. Prepare that soul for temptation. Will not come to search the Lord.
Now, you know what? I mean,
To be diligent, to persevere through adversity, to overcome things that seemed or deemed hard. To be diligent in adversity, to continue to do things consistent with
what's the word? You know what the word diligence means? Definition of it.
basically working much and studying.
Told me yesterday. I heard it was like being patient with some.
Constant effort to
Yeah, genau, constant effort.
It's a constant fight with
It's patience.
Huh?
Constant fight is patience.
Yeah, it's
Be patient.
but the part is that you have to fight, man.
Mm.
So the point of it is diligent, man. You fight the shit that you have to go through. Like the brother said, they overcome adversity and try to accomplish things you have to do, man. Which is doing these videos, which is studying, which is have to be there for the brothers, even though you have your own shit, man. You have your own fucking life on your back with all these going crazy, brothers need to help them, man. You know? That's what we're doing, man. Be a brotherhood, man.
2 Corinthians 5 and 10. Now let's turn it time. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him.
Yeah, see, with a present absent, we may accept that we labor that we be accepted of the Lord. You know?
Okay? Verse 10. For we all must appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach,
Yes.
that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
So, like, what you did, and you're going to get put on the scale. It's righteous for your witness.
Verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord,
Because you know you're going to judge everybody. You know what is telling, you know it's excuses of them.
we persuade men.
We say, man, we try to win you, man, because to persuade, win you over to our side, man.
For we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
We try to work on our salvation. This should be our main mentality. You know, and this should, of course, you have your own thing, but there's a balance to it. You shouldn't be on all, I'm solo tip and shit. Nah, man, if you have brothers, man, you should be there for them and support them. Brothers need you, you help them. And you have to put yourself back because Heavenly Father sees them. Because his burden is my burden. My burden is his burden. You know? These brothers' burden is our burden, huh? If they have problems, we have problems, huh? If you fuck with them, you fucking with us, man. It's simply like that.
We ride together, we die.
Yeah, man. And you're gonna have people that are just gonna come to this truth for, you know, to be with among people, or to get a little bit fame supposedly, or put videos to be seen basically. But they're gonna fall out. Hey, that's it, man. If they're not not meant to be in this truth, they're gonna fall out. You know? So, but at the end, the right's gonna stand, man. The wicked gonna fall. Can you finish this revelation with this? Make sure it comes upon all the world. See, the temptations are going to come from all the world. I'm going to go to try them. That dwell upon the earth. They try and dwell upon the earth. They're going to be tried to take their chip, and they're going to be like, yeah, man. You like before Revelation 10, we're going to be in torture chambers and shit, you know? Yeah. I thought it's but we're gonna be going to suffer creation, a calamity. But everybody will deliver us out of them all. We just probably believe in them, man. You know? We shouldn't waver, we shouldn't fear. Everybody's gonna deliver us, man. You know? Then for that you can go into the account of Exodus, man. Just read the whole scripture from Genesis, from the first book of Genesis to the book of Revelation. You can start with Exodus, you can go jump to Numbers, you can jump to First Corinthians, you can go to the book of Acts. See the things that Heavenly Father did for the apostles. You can go into the book of Acts, what how the Heavenly Father delivered us. You know, you can go into the deeds of the outside, how the Heavenly Father delivered them and gave them the Spirit to do His things. There's so many examples. Go into the book of Daniel, read about Meshach, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Daniel, of course. You know. Yeah, man, there's so many examples, man. And when you go into scriptures, man, it's supposed to be good. That's why we should try to read scriptures daily. I'm telling you. You know, we should really strive for it. Because, you know, I call myself with that because lately I'm working more, you know. So, time gets shorter to me. So, it's not that I say I bush with my time because
I already got it. Yeah, exactly. The time you got
because second job is shit. You got really, hey, but then on the other days when you got time,
window.
when you got time, you have to invest in, man. You know, you have to invest in. But yeah, hey, that's time because I see also the other brothers. Like for example, the brother from the GMS, this camp, I had more time every day, like 1 hour, hours a night. Although I see him, you know, it's work more. We do in the car, man. So that's hard for everything, man. This man, there's another book. But it's still pushing.
Just let you know that his mind is always on the scripture. He's always in the scriptures. His mind is always on the Lord and His terror.
Yeah, but
His mercy, His grace.
it also shows in his spirit and also the men that he is in the truth. Because the guy that just can't listen to the truth can't be the same character. First, the accomplish won't be there that much. Second off, there's so much you have to give so much spiritual energy because spirit jump on you, jump on you. So hey yo, this is gonna be
You gotta be in balance, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be able to handle those type of things too. Because I remember when we was first started preaching, we were actually we put it here like, woo! We was like, oh God dang. And we didn't realize just how spiritual, well I know I didn't, how much spiritual energy was in what I was doing. You know, you don't realize that you're dealing with really powerful energy jumping into your spirit. You know, sometimes we just be started and out of nowhere start just having precepts in the mind. This one. You know, often we thinking like there's an angel that's next to you just telling you,
Yeah.
this is this. Then you start thinking like you grab it, you're like this is this, and he's like, oh, you forgot it. You come back again. Oh, we gotta go back to this. We gotta go back to that. We gotta go back to that. That's how we feel sometimes.
So it's good.
You know. I had a dream. Remember that dream I told you about preaching? I had a dream like we were standing on a wall, and above the wall, like sitting up there, was angels sending down precepts to us, man.
You're teaching us, man.
Teaching us while we teaching, telling us which precepts. And then on that wall, I could see thousands of little camps, but just spaced out. You couldn't say, no matter how hard I tried to scream to them, I couldn't get to it. Even though I could see them, they were super far away. You know, and it just shows you, man. Spiritually, we're dealing with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy up here, man. Go ahead.
True. And also, much sense where is the flesh. So if you teach them, and your body going to be fighting against them. So you have to be really in balance. And if you lose that balance, you have to get it back and establish the balance. Because a lot of things change. They can also.
For me, also, man.
Yeah,
working full time now.
Yeah. You know? See, the thing also,
it was hard for me. But I had to tell my flesh, like, hey, I understand, but I don't understand. I gotta feed the spirit. You know, you gotta fight, man. It's a fight. You know, and that's what the Lord is about. He's about saying, I'm the seed. God, you said you wanted it. You said you wanted more money, right? I know I'm giving you. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, it's harder now. It's harder. But nothing's easy in this kingdom. Why? Because you're supposed to fucking work. You're supposed to work to get back in my good graces. You're supposed to show me that you wanna follow me. So, and not only did I give you what you asked for it, you know. Hey, please, Lord, let me get some more money. Then he put you in a position where you got to work more. Please, Lord, let me get a new place. He put you in a position where you put a new place, and then you're like, I'm afraid. Don't be afraid, man. The Lord's going to give you what you. He knows everything you need, but he also want to see what you're really about. What you're really about? Are you just going to quit? Just going to give up? You know, or are you going to fight? That's what this is about. Fighting in this life, man. Fighting to show the Lord, I was effed up. I've transgressed so many times. I know I can't even count all of my transgressions. It's innumerable. But please have mercy. Go ahead.
But the point also is that, like you said, it's not easy, man. We wouldn't deserve to keep
Exactly.
because we're going through suffering in this hard time. It's kingdom to be really desirous of the kingdom. Because if you don't feel secure, they don't fight. They don't. They say, you don't desire the kingdom. And also, Israelites, they have the bless of it. Good communities and shit. Having blessed, having a life. That's why I'm not talking about the structure and the kingdom to come. That's why I'm talking about
Black-owned businesses.
Black-owned businesses, the Israelite Wall Street and shit. Come to the area and sort it out. So things like that, man. That's why it's beautiful to go through suffering because every part of it trumping us.
Understand there's not going to be no dick and trouble.
Yeah, but even after IRC came back and said,
appointment here for the COVID test central at Columbia College.
it should be always 7 or something.
AM. But I was typing in 18.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about let's see.
So you got something?
I got 0 for you.
I got. It's like at 15. It's just I've been holding that. You finished that, right? Any more new precepts on the coming on? Which one?
Additions to Esther 10, 8 to 9, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 14, or Ecclesiastes 40 and 26 until 27.
Read it.
And stuff from the top.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This Deuteronomy 28, 30.
Last three, yeah.
Which one? Esther or Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes 12 and 14, you said.
Ecclesiastes 40, 26 to 27. Okay. Riches and strength lift up the heart. Riches and strength lift up the hearts, but the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is above them.
See, riches and strength lift up the heart. You think like, I'm good now, man. I got the money, and I got the power, I'm good.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm so good now, man. I'm so good. Go ahead.
Last part again, brother.
But the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is above them both.
See, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. Why? Because the Heavenly Father, to the fear, going to give you all these things and above them. He's going to give you knowledge, understanding. To the knowledge, understanding, you're going to get riches, you're going to get strength, you're going to get might, you're going to receive the kingdom. You're going to receive everything you want, man. You need
the beginning of all wisdom and knowledge is what? The fear of the Lord. Okay. With wisdom comes what? Riches and glory, man. And life. Abundance.
Think about that. After Daniel.
Hey.
Daniel broke down the dream from Nebuchadnezzar to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he broke it down to him. He broke it down. What happened? He was the first man under the king.
Yeah.
You have to understand that the king. Daniel. Babylonian Empire. Yeah. Because you have to think.
Was Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah, was Nebuchadnezzar. You have to understand that he had his high ups too, right? And this way they got jealous then. These things like that. That's why I want to bring down Daniel. But what happened? He rebelled over them. And that's
him in the lion's den and everything.
Yeah, what he got upset.
Lions is like, nah.
Yeah, well, shut up. And they were used to eating humans.
Yeah, man.
Because a lot of ones they just jump.
Let's stay on it because I could go into something else too. Let's continue. Go ahead.
There's no want in the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and it needeth not to seek help. Verse 27.
It's beautiful, man. Because, see, we are not the ones, man. Like the brother was just saying, man. We can receive everything we need and we ask for. If it's beneficial for us, man. That's what you have to understand too.
Yeah.
Not everything we ask for is beneficial for you. But if it's beneficial for you and you need it, for your flesh.
Yeah,
for
for
your
your flesh. Yeah.
If you ask for a bad bitch or something, you won't get
Let
that
me
shit.
get rich. Let me hit the lottery.
Why do you think these Christians ask for all these things and not getting them? Because it's beneficial for them. But with us, hey, to speak up to y'all, we ask, hey, let me better with my life. Let me get in a situation that can take care of my house, get a house, so on and so forth. That's what I'm fix up.
Well, ultimately, a lot of the things is to do what? Do this work easier. Yeah. Do this work better.
To establish yourself, man.
To establish your foothold in this wicked ass queendom, to push this word in truth and sincerity with all out diligence.
Because honestly, in this truth, you don't want to be relying on anybody else. You don't want to
We're into that.
Yeah. We don't
Live in another man's house.
Yeah, we don't want to rely. Exactly. We don't rely on certain family members because of money shit.
Because they're gonna hold it against you.
Exactly.
Best believe, man. You best believe it's gonna be held.
And also, you don't want to be burdened to his brothers with them. So you want to establish yourself. So you're asking for them.
Right.
The fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is a fruitful garden, and covereth him above all glory.
See?
Yeah. That means you greatly praised, man. You greatly praised. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment. See, for Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Nothing is hidden. Everything that we do, we're gonna be judged upon it, man. That's why even the scriptures break it down to say that every idle word a man must give an account for in the day of judgment. Every word, man. Go ahead, Ak.
That was
This is
addition to Esther 10, addition to Esther 10, verse 8 to 9. And the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews. Verse 9. And my nation is Israel, which cried to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and were saved. For Yahushai have saved his people, and Yahushai have delivered us from all those evils, and Yahweh have wrought signs and great wonders, which have not been done among the Gentiles.
That's the point. So basically, pointing out that we're the people, everybody will deliver. And even though they cheating, come raising up like since Psalms 83 to blood of our name, man. But it's not possible, man.
That's the first precept that I had in my mind. And you see that's the spirit, man. The first precept that I had in my mind, they were all in Confederate, man. Confederate one another. Let us come together, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Hagarites, the Edomites, all of them came together and said, hey man, let's make the remembrance of Israel be no more.
Yeah,
Let's kill these cats, man. And it disturbs you. And just like the scripture said, they cried out unto the Lord. Every time that Israel was in captivity, the Lord raised up a judge, raised up a man, and delivered them out of captivity. So what is different now? You think the Lord's not going to come and save his people? You think the Lord is not going to come and redeem his people and give vengeance unto the blood that has been spilled of his people, of his nation?
Jesus forgot. Got some space with
Does Moses forgot his people? God forbid.
He said, I'll change nothing. Malachi 3:6, somebody can bless me.
Yes, God.
Malachi 3:6. This is second answer, huh?
Yeah, still got second. So the Most High hasn't forgotten. That's why he raised up a remnant. He gave us a remnant. That we should have a nail in this house of salvation, man. A remnant, and that remnant is the elect.
And also, when you think about the ancient times, what they always said, to serve the man and serve some females that the nation can be established in. This is why also in the Snowpiercer, right? In the Snowpiercer, you watched it?
I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, I just started yesterday.
I didn't really like it.
Now it's going good. It's going good. It's going good again
Because then this new train came and connected, and then
Yeah,
now
but-
this Edomite coming. And
Yeah, but it's the devil that basically it's supposedly ruler over the whole train now, and through that he's the ruler of the world.
but I thought he was dead because Mr. Woodward. Because
She was lying. She said she was lying. It was found out because it was like, where's Mr. Walker, man? Where's he at? And then boom, they found out. Then this Jay took over.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, and now he came back and just basically stopped.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
but the point is that
I mean, you sick watch.
yeah,
Story is you're just giving us synopsis.
yeah, man. Hey, when we discount, man, we maybe something
Spoiler alert!
for a serious for edification sake. But the point is, what you see also there, the guy impregnated this chick, and then she said like, yeah, you won't get. She said, that's the hope. Why? Because to that, when people get pregnant, the people, the nation can basically keep on going. That's the point. And also, it's showing new generation. Then like, hopefully, yeah, man, we can establish something. And then things happen. The drugs, I want to go.
Don't go into it. Don't go what?
That's what I'm saying. I just want to say. I just said I don't want to go any further deeper into bloody watch. Man, I'm just watching, man.
Let's precepts like that.
There are a couple of.
No, you mean after.
No.
After the last one that you read.
Wisdom of Solomon, 18 to 7. Wisdom of Solomon, 18, 7 to 8.
Right.
It's Wisdom of Solomon, verse 7. 18, verse 7. So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies.
It's talking about the deliverance of people. When the Heavenly Father delivered us and destroyed the enemies and destroyed the people, because the Passover, the Pesach, it's the what's it called? The feast of destruction of our enemies, man. Of the blood spilling. Yeah, exactly. The celebration of the blood spilling of our enemies, man. Because they want to make it sour to fans. Man, it's death of our enemies, man. Yeah. That's the celebration of it. And it's a remembrance unto this day.
Verse 8. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hadst called.
Yeah. To kill them. And at the same time, we glorify us through the act. To the act, he killed them and glorified us because everybody feared us to them. The people was like, oh shit, we don't do it. That's Amalek. Right?
That's why they were saying we heard what your power did unto the Egyptians. And when we heard it, you were here. Our hearts didn't know. That's what we're upset to the harlot sent to the spies that were sent out to Joshua. Yeah, and we heard what you have done in the
Yeah, but still Amalek came after we came out of Egypt. The first nation that came up was Amalek. It's like fuck them. They're going to be destroyed anyways.
one enemy
Because the Heavenly Father said he's going to have both Amalek from generation to generation. So yeah, so it's not about it's significant. Yeah, I got this dwelling too for you.
So yeah, that was it. I got the Malachi.
3-6 every barbershop.
3 and 6.
3-6.
Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord Yahweh. I change not.
You just point. The Heavenly Father changed nothing.
Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed.
See, this is why we're not consumed. Either the Heavenly Father would change and would forget us, we would be done away with, man. But because it doesn't change, this is what we're here unto this day, man. This is what the nation of Israel is here. And it's the nation of Israel are so-called Negroes and Kingdoms and Native Americans. And Israel just gathers among the heathen nations. They look like other nations.
That's why he said if these ordinances, if thou can measure the depth of the sea, or stop the ordinance of the earth, the sun and the moon from doing their job, then I will stop loving Israel. But that cannot happen. Man, these people have no power, man. They can never figure that out. So that's an impossible task that the Lord is put. He's kind of like mocking them. He's being sarcastically.
Just being sarcastic, but what is the rhetoric?
Yeah.
That's a rhetoric question, right? Like unnecessary, supposed unnecessary question, like just to mock.
Yeah.
So that
You can't answer that. You don't even know how it's put up there.
Yeah. So you're going to share something, but you don't know how it's created.
Then Esau tell you the sun is 375 million miles away. It'll take you 5 days to get to the sun from here. You ain't even been off this goddamn planet. And wait till I show you what I got.
But the point is that if they come too close to the sun, they get burned, right? That's what I always say.
Yeah, of course.
If they come to the sun, it's too strong, too light, too bright, it's gonna just evaporate. You know?
They say, but it's an educated guess. The pseudoscience. They guess it theoretically, but they don't know for sure how far the moon is or how far the earth is from the sun.
Yeah,
It's an educated guess.
that's what I'm always saying too. Man.
A hypothesis. That's what I always say. A hypothesis.
They're always talking about also the world is millions of years old. I found the stone. It's 1 million years old. I'm like, bro, how do you know this stone is 1 million years old when you don't, when you have not existed, when you're not even living a million years? Man, what you talking about, man? It's fucking nonsense, man.
They be saying that dinosaur bones are 500 million years old.
How can they say with the laser technology that there's basically like there would be a date on the bone or on the ground? You know?
You mean like the
Esau
red
know
light
everything. He'll tell you an answer to everything. He got an answer for everything.
Yeah, you can't say that there's a date on it, basically. Or
But
you can say it's
He's
laser
just full of
technology.
lies, man. He's lying about everything.
What you
There's no
can't say,
science.
what you can't prove the date of it. You know?
So a couple months ago, it's like it's obvious. The sounds that they say the dinosaurs make, it's not the real sounds. They just did something to fit their things, fit their bodies. Yeah.
I'm like, this is some bullshit, man. Seriously, look, super big head and like, us, man.
And their voices, how they shout.
I know the voice, but also this boss, which how they show him, is nonsense. Because why the hell father would make it serious like that? You understand me? Why you should make?
Maybe because it's like the arms lighter to one.
But he can't use it for anything.
Because we're too overpowered. That's what they say. What they say.
That's what they say.
We're
but
so
I'm saying,
overpowered.
with certain things, they make these things up.
Hey, when you look at the etymology,
It make too small, man. Because when it's the T-Rex, right? He can't even grab his spoon, man. He can't even close his arms like this. I'm like, what are you doing with that shit, man? But anyways,
and when you look at the etymology of the word pseudo, right? It says a person who makes deceitful pretense, false or spurious thing. Okay? False, fake, not genuine, but having the appearance of. So they even tell you faker, pretender, imposter, pseudoscience. And they'll tell you that's what they use, pseudoscience. You saw, look, hey, you want to go to Georgetown, man? Georgetown? That's in the heart of that's it. That was it. Just fake. But Esau, they love the lies. They think that they're making it when they go there. That's what I'm saying. They love that school. It's like a prestigious law school. Mm-hmm. This is prestigious law school, man, of lies. This is full of lies, man.
A lot of times these Germans just get pullovers from some fucking, what is it called?
Flohmark, yeah. Princeton, Harvard. You see it with Harvard and Princeton, Yale. They got the Yale stickers on their car and shit. LSU.
I'm like,
because what? That's the standard, man. That pseudo, that knowledge of bullshit is the standard, man. The standard of what they wish to attain.
There's also,
go ahead.
There's also, like for example, a guy comes from another country, is an engineer, who comes over here, he works for 450 euros, man. He's a millionaire in this country. I know a female that she came from Sri Lanka or something. She was a millionaire there. Family rich as shit. Come over here, just live in a 2-room apartment. And they rather fucking villa. Yeah, man. It was balling. Then they come here, they're like, yeah, man, we got a 2-room house, you know what I mean?
That's surgery, man.
I want that too. Huh? I want that too.
A villa?
I want that too.
Yeah, man. Of course, man, they got a lot of land shit, man. Just West African countries, they got land, they got houses. They're quick, but they come over here, man, they're fucking bums, man. It's really like that. They come over here, think they can ball, so crush the trees like quick.
Put him in a.
He
put
was
him at-
balling.
Put him at the toilet.
Clean.
Clean the toilet. He'd be throwing. People be throwing change at
He
his
was
ass.
balling.
Yeah.
He was balling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
So
then-
it is what it is.
But you saw what happened.
You strive and you think you're gonna make the dream. You live in a better life.
That's why also.
Come
You
on,
read the
Esau put you in the bottom.
But you know, really, these Israelites from all over the world and all these other people, like the Hamas that travel over here, I think really the streets are the cold.
Yeah.
They think they're really gonna make this one. The night, like Ghana, the president of Ghana said, like, you believe in these false European lies and shit, man. You know, you believe in these false.
That
false
great heart,
jokes.
man. That great heart. They believe in that facade.
I'm gonna make it to Germany. I'm gonna have a good life. I got a job. I got a house. You know, I got a food. I got enough people, family.
They believe in the modern woman who wear makeup. They thinking that she look a certain way. Like, damn, she looking sexy, man. She got fat booty. She got nice breasts. And then when you get her home, when you finally get with her, she take off the boobs, the jeans, take off the jeans. She ain't got no ass. All the makeup she take off. Her eyes not even the real color. The lips not the real color. The eyelashes is fake.
And after
No teeth.
So
No
she
teeth.
looks-
Teeth. She take the whole teeth out. She look like, God damn, who are you? That's what they realize when they come here. Like, damn.
and she starts
They've been bewitched.
treat herself like she used to, you know, she wash herself and things like that, you know.
Hey, man, it's just weird, man. And then once she got you, she like, I don't gotta do all that shit no more. You see, you already know who I really look like. So now you gotta work. You gotta fucking be on the bottom. You wanna be with me?
Have a trash bag. Because you gotta have the baddest bitch, but then she comes out as a trash bag.
You wanted me, now you want me.
But hey, that's the world, man. You thinking like in the world to get. So I was saying, man, fuck the streets. When you think you got something bad, man,
We're not talking about females. We're talking about these queendoms.
but talk about female, right?
But what I'm saying, I liken these queendoms into the modern woman.
But let me finish, and I'm gonna make a point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Go ahead, brother.
So, like I said, man, this is why I always say fuck these females because, like the brother said, you think you're gonna go to a business, gonna make it there because it looks so good, but then you go into it, it's just fucking slavery. Man. That's why you shouldn't give a fuck about anything in this world, man. You should just live. You should just use the world but not abuse. That's the point, man.
That's it.
That's really the point.
Got anything else?
Yeah, because see, the product sound back sound, man.
It's fake.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know. So I'm saying.
Just even me.
No,
Because you pointed at me. I was like, what did I do? What did I do?
Nah, man.
From way before precepts.
So we're gonna go ahead and close it out, man.
Dream.
So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great Muslim authorities too. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, 144,000 wholehearted, sincere, trustful ones. For the GMS Germany camp, Yahweh is always edifying. Until next time, Shalom. Wa Brakatam. Wa Baba. Shalom, Michael. Shalom.